Hi Carmines, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I usually do horror movie reviews, horror series, and horror book reviews. But today, unfortunately, we're doing a movie review. Unfortunately, because I literally already made this video like I used to do back in the day. If you're new here, I used to watch movies and then review them at the same time. But I showed too many clips and my video got blocked. So a regular review it is. I know, crazy. I can't believe they copyrighted me. Actually insane. I showed only the entire movie. The movie we're going to be talking about today is called Dracula, A Love Tale. I think this is my favorite Dracula movie. It's actually not even out in United States yet. It has been out in France and Russia since like July something. That's how I was able to watch it. I don't know what's going on. It's like But anyways, I did watch it in Russia and showed too many clips, got blocked. So now we're just gonna talk about it. So essentially the way my videos work when I do movie reviews is I just ramble. I know, I talk so much. Wait, baby. Just sit with me. How about that? Why don't you just sit with me? Oh, big bad Luna is coming. Luna, come here. But yeah, the movie starts with this beautiful montage of Vlad and his Queen Elizabeth, Princess Elizabeth, how much they love each other and how they would do anything for each other, and how if one of them died, the other one would also die. Unfortunately, one of them does die, and her name is Elizabeth, and she dies because Dracula accidentally kills her in a battle. Well, there is like a big battle, and then he throws a knife to like protect her from this bad guy, but accidentally stabs her somehow, and then she dies in his arms. Very, very sad. And the way that he becomes like an actual vampire is because he kills a priest on an altar at church because he told the priest to pray for his wife Elizabeth to protect her, but unfortunately God didn't, so he punished the priest for it. And I guess that's how he turned into a vampire, is because he killed a holy man in a holy spot, and boom, the vampire. So the whole plot of the movie, or like half the plot essentially, is Vlad the Dracula, Count of Dracul, or whatever he calls himself, Dracula. He looks for Elizabeth for 400 years because he believes that her soul is so pure that she will be reincarnated, and eventually she is in this girl, Mina, and she looks just like her, obviously. So the way that he finds her is he sends one of his. He like infects a bunch of French people with vampirism or whatever because he gets so angry with everyone that he decides to like shut himself out in the castle. And he creates this crazy perfume that makes him like irresistible to humans, so they all come to him, and then he infected a bunch of women to essentially work for him. And this girl named, I want to call her Victoria, but I highly doubt that's her name. Essentially, she befriends Mina, who is Elizabeth, reincarnated, and then makes her meet Vlad, who is Dracula. And then Dracula eventually reminds her of how much he loves her and how much they love each other. And then they live happily ever after, and the movie ends. Just kidding. It doesn't. As soon as Dracula and Elizabeth are finally together in his castle because they obviously went back, the French people decide to attack because Mina's ex-fiance, Jonathan, who was actually, that's how Dracula found out about Mina, is because he saw his necklace in the picture. But yeah, Dracula finds out about Mina through Jonathan because Jonathan is there to help Dracula sell his properties or something. He goes to his castle, you know, like how the story goes. And Dracula is super ugly. He's this crazy old man. The makeup effects and the CGI in this movie is actually insane. The gothic horror of the whole movie, like the vibe and the music, is amazing. I loved all the montages. But essentially he shows Dracula who his fiance is, and it's Mina on the picture, but Dracula recognizes her as Elizabeth reincarnated, so he goes to find her. Gets introduced to her by Victoria, who is her friend, who's essentially like betraying her in a way, sort of. But then Elizabeth slash Mina remembers Dracula, and they fall in love. You guys, I'm actually like screaming, crying, throwing up right now. This movie is so good. He like broke into her room because she was playing a little music. I'm literally about to cry because of how freaking cute this movie is. And she remembered everything, and now they're making out. But I don't know how they're gonna defeat all the good guys now. This is so freaking good. Like the acting, look at, she's like remembering what she said as her last words. And look, they kiss and he's like crying. This is so good. Because Jonathan is like so upset and scared that Mina slash Elizabeth is gonna become a vampire, they bring like a whole freaking French army to the castle of Dracula and then bomb it all. And then the priest convinces Dracula to kill himself, essentially, to undo the curse that he put on Mina because he low-key turned her into a vampire as well so that they can be together. This is actually so sad. He's like about to get stabbed with a stake through the heart. She's on the other side of the door telling him not to do it because he's freaking stupid. Like, bro, you've been looking for her for 400 years and now this little dude just changed your mind and now you're gonna die. Like, please, some common sense, man. I thought that was supposed to be a love story. And the movie ends with Dracula dying. Unfortunately, I was very sad about that. And yeah, but I do wish that the movie ended with them just in a castle happily ever after, but it doesn't work like that. This movie is a tragedy. I do think this is one of the best Dracula renditions that there is nowadays. It definitely brought like Gothic horror vibe back. I love how he earned for her for 400 years, looked for her all over, and then was like so heartbroken. There's this crazy montage of him like essentially wanting to kill himself, and he jumps out of the window like 100 times, but he doesn't die. So eventually he gives up, and then that's when he decides to create this perfume to make himself irresistible to infect a bunch of people. But yeah, if I had to rate this movie, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. It was definitely my fave. Luna, please don't scratch your nails right now. Please. If I had to rate this movie, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. Cinematography, 10 out of 10. Acting, 10 out of 10. Music was amazing. The vibe was amazing. The atmosphere, the castle, the costumes, everything was so good. I can't wait till this movie actually comes out in theaters, September 12th, I think. I do kind of want to go see it in theaters because I feel like Nick would really like it, low-key. I feel like my vampire love is kind of rubbing off on him a little bit. If you're watching this, Nick, I'm sorry to expose you like that. I'm sure there's like plot points that I'm missing, but you should just go watch it because it's so freaking good. Like, the movie was so good. But yeah, I was really sad that they didn't end up together, and it was just like the acting was so good that the end was so heartbreaking. But you kind of understood where Dracula was coming from and why he sacrificed himself. But at the same time, like, bro, you've looked for her for 400 years. Like, just kill everyone and be with her. It's not that deep. Because now she's traumatized. Her ex-fiance needs to grow some balls. She's obviously not going to marry him anymore, I don't think. And now her life is ruined because she remembers who she is, aka Elizabeth reincarnated, but she can't be with Dracula. So now she's gonna want to kill herself. Like, Loki, is there Dracula Part 2 where Elizabeth kills herself, or what? I hope you enjoyed my little rant. If you did, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe because like 98% of you guys watch my videos without subscribing, which kind of sucks. So subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in my next video.